To a state that's considering it or a community that's considering it, I would tell them get the facts. One of the biggest drivers for all of these states is the money. Unfortunately, it's greed, right? It's really good people in leadership positions that are trying to do the best for their community. And they see this as a resource or a revenue generator that's going to help them better their community. And the fact of the matter is, if they really study those communities that have it, they will realize that there's not a whole lot of money. And the money that does come ends up being put back into the industry, either in the form of rehabbing your children who get hooked on it, or your adults that get hooked on it, or the increase in your law enforcement resources that you're going to have in your homeless population, in your hospitals, in your infrastructure, right? There's no money. And I think that's probably the biggest fallacy.
Last year, between recreational and medical marijuana, this state sold over $1.3 billion worth of dollars of marijuana. Well, what did the state get? $157 million.
Everyone was really sold on the fact that it was going to create commerce and jobs and actually boost up the town's economy.
It was legalized in Colorado because they convinced people that the money from the taxes would go to schools. And it is earmarked, but the way they earmarked it is only to new construction of schools. So it can't go to teacher salaries, it can't go to programs.
I'm in 80% of the state of Colorado in schools, even in rural areas, and I've yet to be in a school that's gotten a dime.
This was brought to us by outside interest, outside funding. They wrote it, they collected signatures on college campuses, and they sold a brilliant marketing campaign to voters who expected something completely different.
The only people I think that are making money off of this are the people in the industry.
There have been some politicians and legislators that have benefited, but the average citizen and the people living across the street from you have not.
The state of Illinois is looking at, we just want to solve our budget crisis, so we need the tax money to solve our budget crisis and we'll be good. Guess what? Colorado just went into special session to figure out the budget crisis. 5 years in, hasn't fixed or solved anything. None of the promises that were made ring true.